Okay everyone, welcome to the first losers bracket round between Adam Hawkins and Scot Symonds. Just a reminder that whoever loses here will be out of the tournament completely, so a lot to play for right now. Adam will be playing Banette and Scot will be playing Zoroark, which is traditionally in Scot's favour, I think.
I think Adam has to try and think of some very awkward plays to try and get any sort of competitive edge in this matchup.
Yeah. Adam starts off very well with a parallel, and hopefully he can hit a Bridget. That's all he wants. And that's not a Bridget. That's a Cynthia.
That's a Cynthia.
So already a worrying start in a bad matchup for Adam.
I think Adam getting his parallel down first would usually be okay, as Scot has a parallel in his hand, but he also has a field blower in his hand as well, so he can just field blower that away and put his own parallel down to hinder Adam, or he'll just wait for Adam to set up more Pokemon on the bench before doing that.
Okay, well, I was going to say Scot has a difficult decision what to discard with Ultra Ball for the Bridget, but he just top decks the Bridget. So Scot here electing to only go for 2 Zororas and not a Rockruff, which is interesting considering Rockruff pretty much wins him this matchup single-handedly. So it gives Adam a chance to sort of get a free KO on the Rockruff next turn.
Yeah, maybe 2 Rockruffs would have been better.
Potentially. He decides to hold the field blower and the parallel. He doesn't want to give Adam the information that he is holding the parallel. I'm not sure if I agree. Maybe he wanted to see if he can get rid of more stuff with the field blower.
I think he wants Adam to have a full bench.
Yeah.
And then play the parallel, because at the moment Adam's just going to get rid of the Tapu Lele.
So, another thing to notice is Scot didn't get an energy attachment here, which gives Adam another chance to get a few more KOs, hopefully.
Yeah.
So Scot's just going to promote Zora after Adam takes a KO on Scot Zora. And now he has a difficult choice.
Potential to Bloodthirsty Ice something, and maybe the shop it into the active.
Yeah.
And then Cynthia. I'm not sure N will be doing much this turn.
I'm not sure if he wants to target the Shuppet in particular. Maybe just wants to target down Adam's draw support. Since Adam doesn't really want to evolve the Shuppet too quickly against a Zoroark deck.
Yeah.
I think he does want to evolve it though to prevent it being Guzma KO'd next turn. So he's going to play Parallel. Removes the Lele.
There's always going to be the Lele there.
So Scot debating whether to play it. And he just decides not to play the Lycanroc. Thinks he wants to get value from Bloodthirsty Eyes there. Do you agree with that play? Or would you rather he got the Lycanroc safely on the board first?
I don't know. I think if he's going to play Lycanroc, I think he would prefer it to have an NG on it already. Right. He did draw an enhanced hammer, which does help as well. It's got Timeable. Maybe he's just searching for more benched Pokemon. I think he really does want another Rockruff. And Lycanroc without an NG on it, I think, just makes it too slow. You have this 2 NG attachments. Adam could just Guzma it up and hit it, and then you're trading 2 prizes for 2 prizes after 2 turns.
That's fair.
As well. So I think he just wants to keep it as a Rockruff for now.
Yeah. So a surprisingly weak turn for Scot there. He only manages to do 60 damage with the Zoroark.
Yeah, it's quite weak.
He does still have multi-switch in his deck for a potential Lycanroc out of nowhere later in the game. But
does he play 1 or 2 multi-switch?
I believe he plays 1.
I think he discarded it with Ultra Ball.
Oh, did he Ultra Ball it away?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't have that out unless he gets puzzles.
Yeah, he's a Bridget turn next turn, which would be big.
Yeah.
And if he draws another puzzle.
There's the Guzma from Adam though. This is why This is
The
why, yeah,
Rockruff,
this is
yeah.
why I maybe wanted to see him evolve the Rockruff just to prevent this. But
And Adam's now on even prizes again.
yeah, so this
Yeah.
is one way to win the matchup.
And Scott gets Puzzle of Time, so he can easily get back the multi-switch and Rockruff, and then bridge it for another Rockruff, maybe. Although he won't have another draw supporter in hand, but then he has 2 Zoroarks set up already.
Yeah, I think he's okay with 2 Zoroarks for now.
Yeah.
So, oh, one thing to note is that Scott plays Sledgehammer Buzzwell.
Yes.
So, a very strong card in this matchup.
Oh, Adam.
That'll be an easy KO on the Zoroark if he chooses to go with that. He's also going to double puzzle. I'd assume for a Rockruff. Maybe not.
I think because he has the Buzzwole as well, that's already another threat on the board. So I think he can stick with 1 Rockruff for now.
That's true. He might want to just get more Zoroarks to get as much draw as he can throughout the game.
Yeah. Does he have an Ultra Ball to get a Guzma or something?
Well, he's played Bridget this time.
Oh, okay.
So it would be an Ultra Ball for a Lycanroc, if anything.
Yeah. There's no float stones in the discard, so he can't retreat to get the KO.
I think he just wants a draw supporter for next turn, potentially. Seems what he's going for.
Actually, he can retreat because Zoroark has double colorless.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
So, pretty strong turn there from Scott. And he still has his trades available if he wishes to use it.
I think he just holds everything. Because he has Timeable, he can get another Zoroark or a Lycanroc.
Oh, he disagrees.
He definitely disagrees.
He wants to get some more draw.
Mallow's probably better than Timeable, to be honest.
Yeah. So is Guzma, potentially.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to hold that hand because it's pretty strong. So he's just going to go for Sledgehammer. Unfortunately for Adam, to respond with this Sledgehammer, he has to use Shop It, evolving into Banette. Otherwise, I don't think he can get a KO.
And then Banette will die.
To a Zoroark,
Not die.
The only other way to answer it is to Guzma around it. So he doesn't. So he's no longer on 3 prizes. And but Buzzword does barely any damage anymore. So
he needs to find a way this turn to.
He needs to hit one of those 2 odds, otherwise this Buzzwole is just going to be
too big.
Yeah, doing 120 each turn, and then obviously on weakness against Zoroark. So he goes for the Lele. I'd imagine for a Guzma.
Guzma, the Rockruff, or the Zoroark.
Yeah. I think that's stronger than going for Banette here.
Yeah.
You really want to save Banette for the late game for a final KO potentially.
Yeah, Banette just gets KO'd straight away by Zoroark with even 3 bench Pokemon on the active with a choice band, or just what Scott has on the board right now. He just needs 1 more Pokemon and then Banette's gone.
Yep. It's interesting Adam decided to bridge it turn 1 for the Shop It, even though realistically it's not going to see action until pretty late in the game.
Yeah, I think he's used to having it on the bench as like a Lele deterrent.
Maybe.
But
I
feel
like
that really works in this match.
Yeah, I think he really wants Lele to be attacking the Lycanroc rather than Banette. So he does the play we said, went for the Rockruff, realizing that that's one of the biggest threats in the matchup. And we'll see what Scott does here. Promotes the Buzzwole, interestingly. Could signify a potential Guzma.
It's probably going to Guzma the Shop It, or maybe the damaged Zoroark.
Yeah, need to see what he hits here.
He has a strong energy in hand, so that means that with a choice band, if he Guzma retreats with a float stone, if he has a float stone, he could knock out the Zoroark on the bench.
Well, if he hits a choice band and 2 Pokemon, he could KO with the Zoroark as well, I believe.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
That has 60 on it, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I don't think he hit that.
He doesn't have access to Mallow trade anymore because he's used both of his trades. He really needs a Guzma though.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't do that.
I think he was hoping for a choice band because he has both Lele in his hand and an Ultra Ball for another basic if needed.
Yeah.
So gonna see what Scot does here. Just go straight for a Cynthia.
So he's just gonna hit I'm saying loads of wrong words. He's just gonna hit the Zoroark for weakness, do 60 at the least.
Yeah. Potentially 120 if he wants to.
He can. It makes it easier for him to knock it out with his own Zoroark.
Yeah.
As well.
I think it might be worth it because Adam still doesn't have a way to deal with the Buzzwell, especially if it's doing 120 each turn.
Yeah, he can't deal with the Buzzwell. He probably can't deal with any Zoroark that Scott decides to put up as well.
No. He also can't Acerola into another Zoroark because he has no Zoro on the bench.
Yeah.
Which that Shuppet could have been.
That Shuppet could have been a Zoroark.
Yeah. Also worth noting that even if Adam Phil blows the Buzzwell here, Scott does have double puzzle in his hand, which is really nice. He also has Lele for a Mallow, but I believe he only plays one choice band. See what Adam does here. Goes for Enhanced Hammer.
I'm not sure how much that hurts Scott with the double puzzles in his hand.
Yeah.
He has double puzzle and Lele, so he can easily get anything he wants.
Yeah. Scott does seem to be in a dominant position here, especially since Adam can't seem to deal with the stadium.
If Adam can somehow get the Delinquent, that would force Scott to discard one of his puzzles.
Well, he could keep both the puzzles. Could he not?
No, there's only 3 cards. I can't count today. Sorry. So he'd just keep the puzzles.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So,
don't pay attention to me.
So Adam's going to go for the double puzzle here.
I reckon he's going to do Delinquent because it's Adam.
Yeah, Adam likes his Delinquent plays, but he does still need to find a way to get rid of that stadium. So maybe he has to.
Yeah. That would put a Lycanroc in the discard pile as well.
Yeah, although Scott doesn't have any Zero's, Rockruff set up.
That's true. Are both of them in the discard, or did he pull one back?
I believe Adam has KO'd 3 Rockruffs this game, but Scott puzzled for one. Oh no, wait, no, he just KO'd 2 and a Zero.
We are going to be Delinquent from Adam.
There is a Delinquent, and should be an easy choice for Scott.
Yeah, he just keeps the puzzles. If Adam has his own stadium, I didn't see what else he got back with puzzles though.
Yeah, I missed that, unfortunately.
I just saw Delinquent and went, yes.
I think he got Rescue Stretcher.
For some, hopefully, Zoroark.
Oh, he's shuffling 3 back in.
Okay.
Oh, he might potentially be going for the Banette KO here, since he delinquited Scott down to 2.
Obviously, he won't know that Scott has 2 puzzle of time, so Adam won't be expecting a return KO too easily from Scott.
And that's what he's gone for here, I think. So, interesting play from Adam. We'll see if it pays off. I think that might have been his best out, honestly. I'm not sure what more he could have done there.
What else could he have done?
He could have...
There wasn't really much.
Oh, he gets a parallel as well. Okay.
So that really... Scott really needs to think about what he gets back now. Yeah, I think he definitely needs to get back an energy.
Yeah.
It depends what his top deck is, because he could always trade that away to try and get energy.
Yeah.
It's a float stone.
A really interesting thing to point out in this matchup is that Scott has never had to play down a Lele, which is one of Adam's deck's biggest strengths, is the ability just to one-hit KO a Lele.
Yeah.
So
with 10 supporters in the discard pile, with Rainbow and the damage swap Shady Move, the Banette's ability, it does do, with a choice band, 170 damage.
Yeah, so that's Adam's sort of 1 energy big finisher in this matchup usually, which makes it not as bad as people think in the Zoroark mirror. But if they don't have a Lele on the bench, then
Can't do that.
yeah. So
Scott's trying to find an energy. I think that's quite unfortunate for Adam because now Scott. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to suggest that Scott field blowers the parallel to put his own down, but I don't think he needs to do that. That's just a bad play. He just grabs energy.
I'm not sure what else he grabs.
I think
A Buzzwell. That's interesting.
choice
And
band?
a choice band. Oh.
Oh,
I see.
Okay, yeah, he's going to Guzma up, take a KO.
Yeah, with the choice band and strong. So really good there from Scott to see that line of play.
Yeah. I think when you've played a deck as much as Scott definitely has,
yeah,
you do see moves.
I was going to say, couldn't you not have killed the other Zoroark though? Since it had 60 damage on it and he just did 160.
Yeah, maybe kill the one with less on it, so it's less of a task to KO the one that's left over.
I think it might have just been a miscounting there from Scott.
Yeah, it might have been a slight oversight, but I think Scott still might be okay.
Yeah, Scott definitely looks in the firm position here to take the game. Adam has no real way to take 2 prizes, I don't think. Promotes Banette.
He just needs to KO the Buzzwall, and then if Scott... I don't know. If Scott benches the Zoroark in his hand, Adam has another out to another prize.
But Adam can't KO the Buzzwell with Banette because of Zoroark just KOing it in one hit as well. Actually, 20, 40, 60, 80. He's only doing 160 on the parallel.
10 short. No, not 10, 30 short.
Yeah, so this
So
actually, yeah,
that's Adam's out.
this is very interesting.
Although if Scott just concedes to 2 hitting, he can just not bench the Zoroark and then just 2 hit with Zoroark.
Yeah, but this might be Adam's out here. It's interesting he elected to get the choice ban and then KO the more damaged Zoroark. He could have got a field blow there if he needed to allow himself to have more bench.
Yeah. We're going to see a Bridget from Adam probably trying to make his Zoroark do more damage.
Yeah. Adam actually can KO this active with the shady move.
I hope Adam is not going to try and run Scott out of resources with Oranguru.
No, I think he's going for the KO on the... Oh, no, he's not. Okay. If he hit a DCE for the Zoroark, he could have KO'd the Buzzwell with the his Zoroark on the bench.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Because it put it down to 120, but he needed another bench Pokemon and a double colorless, so maybe a bit much to ask for.
Maybe he had a double colorless, but no more bench Pokemon.
Oh, Scott gets a very nice top deck there, I think. I'm not sure it's in his deck. Because I think he needs to have one more bench Pokemon, right?
Yeah, he just needs...
So if he's got Mallow in his deck, he can get that for a Field Blower, and he wins the game.
I think he does.
So is there a Field Blower? Yeah.
There are 2.
So, assuming Scott sees the play, which is... I think he does, because he went for the Mallow. It should be a KO. That was a really good top deck for Scott.
As soon as he saw the Field Blower, I think he stopped as well.
Yeah.
And there we go.
So, well played from Scott to take game 1. And you can see just so many variables in this matchup. Adam had to keep going. After those Rockruffs, he struggled to deal with the baby Buzzwell.
Yeah.
And now he has to deal with the weakness of Banette. So just everything going against him.
Does Scott put another Pokemon down to do the do 240?
And yeah.
Yeah, Banette just dies to Zoroark. Sorry, knocked out.
So Scott 1 game up without ever having to use a Lycanroc, which is pretty scary for Adam.
Yeah, Adam's deck doesn't really hold itself against Zoroark too much, especially when they don't bench a Lele. If Scott benched a Lele or 2, then Adam would have had a much better time.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch over to Adam's view.
Yeah. Adam will be going first, I assume. Yep. And hopefully he opens a Bridget this time. Okay, he does. Or he has an Ultra Ball.
He has an Ultra Ball Latios. That'd be good for spreading some damage around, trying to soften up Pokemon.
Yeah, the Latios is really key in this matchup. He opens double puzzle.
He's done what I usually do.
Yeah. Open double puzzle. He really wants Latios in this matchup because of that breakthrough attack. It lets you soften up the Lycanroc to a point where you can potentially 1-hit KO it later in the game. Because otherwise it's really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So he goes for Tapu Lele, assuming for Bridget. Adam has prized 2 Zoroark this game.
So he will have to go for Shop It and 2 Zoroark again.
Yeah.
Which is, as we saw last game, not the ideal move.
No, not at all. He also elected to discard the Cynthia. Does that mean he's
going to probably puzzle for it?
Yeah.
Because Adam things.
Wait. Did Adam prize 2 Shop It as well? Oh no, he discarded one. So he's prized a Shop It and 2 Zoroarks.
Unless he just got the Oranguru. I couldn't really see what was in his deck. Maybe he prized the other Shop It as well.
I think he did prize the other Shop It, but he might Float Stone, Double Puzzle, Oranguru next turn as well.
I think Adam's the type of person who will do Profound Knowledge as well.
Of course. Anything which says Confusion or Sleep, Adam's right on that.
Or discard a card from your opponent's hand, or anything with an extra effect.
Anything with a cheeky effect with RNG involved, yeah. That's Adam in a nutshell.
This is when I really hope Scott has Parallel with Delinquent.
Yeah. So Scott's just gone straight for the Bridget. He's got...
There's 2 Rockruffs and the Buzzwole.
Yeah. I think he's recognised this game that Rockruff is very strong against Adam. And, well, so is Buzzwole. So he's focused a bit less on the Zoroarks.
Yeah, it's just strong against Adam. He doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets back the Shop It and the Cynthia. Not the most ideal way to use your puzzles, but not sure what else Adam could have done.
Okay, he's just going for the Zoroark KO.
And he did get a Zoroark.
And I think...
Did he misclick?
He might have misclicked. Well... I think he might have misclicked. I don't think Adam's very happy about it. I can see him playing a bit faster here.
Yeah, he's playing faster, yeah. Oh no.
And he's also put his hand down to a delinquent size, so he also has to trade.
Yep.
So, a bit unfortunate.
If he just had another Zoroark.
So, I think he might have gone for that anyway, but I know Adam didn't want to do it in that order.
He didn't know. He's too smart to do that.
We hope.
Yeah.
Adam's a good friend of ours. We usually poke a bit of fun at him, but he is honestly a very good player.
Yeah.
So, worth noting, Adam still didn't get a Zora out of the prizes there.
Oh.
So, things not looking good for Adam.
Yeah, it's not going to be a great sight.
There's a Zoroark. Also worth noting again, Scott, no Lele on the board.
Yeah, which is very, very big.
And there's the N.
Which I don't think Adam will be too broken up about unless Scott gets an enhanced hammer.
Yeah. I think Adam really needs to hope for no enhanced hammer here. It's hard to say what Adam does in this matchup, really. I think his game plan last game was good, but it usually involves your opponent having a Lele down as well.
Yeah. I think Scott's the type of person who has tested Banette as well and knows what what it does.
Yeah, he knows the sort of capabilities of it.
Or Seb's told him.
Yeah.
One of both.
I think both Scott and Seb are good at recognizing like those sort of outlandish plays or sort of things that other people maybe wouldn't come up with or realize in a matchup. Like Banette's main strength is the ability to KO a Lele.
Yeah.
So if you can prevent playing down Lele as much as possible, then you're in a really good shape. You sort of
like
shut
last
off.
game.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
well, there's a Lele.
Maybe he needs to play that to maybe. Yeah, I think.
Actually, I think that's also quite a smart play from Scott, because if Adam parallels him this turn, then he's got the use out of Lele now, and he can remove the Lele afterwards. If that makes sense. So having the Lele down doesn't hinder him because he can just easily discard it.
Another thing with playing Zoroark is knowing what to discard as well. And sometimes you just have a hand where you don't want to discard anything, and it's really tough decisions.
I think Adam looking at what Buzzwell does. I'd hope he knows what it does. It's been around for a while.
Yeah, and he plays against it at League quite a lot.
Yeah, he's also played it to win a League Cup. So,
right.
Interesting. There.
Oh, interesting. Latios second attack.
Oh, so that's what he's hoping for. The Latios. I believe it's called Lagoon Flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something to do with the lagoon in Neverland? Nice Peter Pan reference.
I'll be honest, Will, I have no idea. I'd have to take your word on that. And this is the play I was talking about.
Yeah, Lele's going to go, which means Banette will be doing nothing again.
Yeah. So I think Scott sort of recognised this. He wants to get the Lele effectiveness before the parallel comes down. That's why he played it, even though he had played a supporter for the turn.
I think Adam should have just held that.
I think he still wants to prevent Scott setting up Zeroes and also getting paralleled himself.
Yeah.
So I think it wasn't wrong from Adam. It was just a smart heads-up play from Scott to counter the inevitable.
Yeah.
So Scott also needs to find a way to deal with the parallel if he wants to take a KO with the Zoroark here.
Because he's doing 10, he'd be 10 short. When I can see,
he'd be 30 short.
Yeah, 30 short.
Unless...
Sorry, the big E-hammer block. You.
Scott can also take a KO with a choice band here, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a timeable.
Might be seeing bloodthirsty eyes.
Yep. Interesting to see what he brings out. If he does. Brings out the other Zoroark.
Another Zoroark.
It's interesting. Sets up the strong. Okay. So
that would be 100 with weakness.
Yes.
Unless choice band, which will go up to 160.
So I think because Scott's behind on energy, he's trying to spread out the damage on Adam's side as much as possible. And it also isn't too weak against Acerola since Adam only set up 2 Zeroes this game. So, strong play from Adam. It also means Adam needs more to KO this Buzzwell if he wants to.
I would keep Flagrant.
Well, I think Adam's going to go for the KO on the benched Zoroark here.
Yeah.
With Zoroark. Because it gets around the 4 price turn of Sledgehammer.
That's true.
And it also gets rid of all trades on Scott's side of the board.
Yeah, and just slow Scott down as much as possible.
Yeah. Adam does have all the pieces. He also then has the way to deal with the baby Buzzwell next turn with the Lagoon Flight, if necessary.
Yeah, with a Mallow for DCE.
Yeah, I think Adam recognises the play. He's just seeing if there's anything better to do. I don't think there is.
He's going to Lagoon Flight this turn.
Oh, I think he's just gone to a free retreater.
Yeah. He's got Flightstone. Okay.
So just giving himself more time to think.
It's just, more but it's extra clicks. I
Yeah.
don't like extra clicks.
Just in case he changed his mind like last second, he realizes something, but no.
Yeah.
I think that was the best play he could have gone for. So, Sledgehammer with a choice band will KO the active. Or another strong energy. As a field blow from Scot. Gets rid of the
I think we're
Flowstone.
gonna see. I'm gonna see Scott's parallel coming down. So
Yeah.
I think maybe Lele. I know Adam wouldn't want to, but I'd probably say Oranguru.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Shop it still holds value.
Yeah.
Especially with no Zoroark on Scott's side of the board. It actually gets a lot of value now.
Because even now that Adam has 3 bench, even with choice band and a strong energy, Scott is still going to be only doing 180 to a Banette.
Yeah.
With Lycanroc's GX attack.
So unfortunately, Scott only hits there for 100, so not a KO. I think Adam wants to hit an Acerola here. If I were to guess.
Yeah.
I may have Evo Soded first, because I think Banette might be the play.
Thin your deck.
Yeah, as he drew into the Banette. And I can tell now he's complaining. Where's my Acerola?
Yeah, he does do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed one piece. You shouldn't have been able to draw the rest of them.
Interesting here for Adam is if he did hit the Acerola, he could have KO'd with Banette, and Scott's GX attack doesn't do anywhere near enough to KO the Banette.
Yeah.
It still isn't enough now without... Actually, how much does the GX attack do with only 3 bench?
180 max against Banette.
Okay.
Unless, no, with 2 strong energies, but he's already put an energy on.
Yeah.
So it'd be 180.
Okay. So
it'd be 10 short.
Okay. I think Adam's decided to ignore that and go for the Gizmo, so to preemptively attack the Lycanroc.
I think he's opening himself up to a world of hurt.
Potentially. He can Shady move as well.
Yeah, just take it off of that one.
So we'll see what he does here. I think this also means you're a bit less weak to N.
Yeah. And I do think he wanted to Acerola that turn. He just couldn't get it.
Interestingly enough, he's put the Lycanroc on 170 HP though, which opens it up for breakthrough.
Oh, yes.
So that's potentially a thing to keep in mind for later turns.
I did not mean to sound like the Churchill dog there as well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
So there's a lot of sort of sneaky plays you can do with Banette with the damage moving and Latios sniping. It's really the sort of deck Adam thrives on, just having so many small little options, like small little niche plays you can do.
And plus it's got Delinquent, which is one of Adam's favourite cards.
Yeah. So there's the N we were talking about, which Adam played around.
If Scott gets another Lycanroc, he can just Bloodthirsty Eyes one of the Zoroark or the Latios.
That's true.
Adam does get a puzzle into his hand. I'm not sure if he has one prized.
Yeah.
But if he could draw if he could draw his other one, this might put him in a better position.
This is really interesting that Scott's at 6 prizes. He's yet to take a single prize, and Adam's at 3. And the matchup is so skewed that we're not sure if Adam's going to win.
Who's going to win. Although Adam does have 300 damage on this side of the board. So.
Yeah. So I see a double puzzle. He wants to get the Zoroarks out finally. So, do you think Scott will go for the GX attack here, or just go for a Claw Slash?
I think he'll just go for Claw Slash.
Okay.
Because that saves it for the other Lycanroc if he manages to set that one up as well.
Okay. see what he does. I think it's a tough choice what he goes for here, though.
I think saving your GX attack keeps the pressure on Adam not to bench too much as well.
Yeah. Oh, so he does go for your play.
It's
Using
going to be
Lycanroc.
slash. Because why would
Yeah.
you GX attack? Why would you GX attack the Zoroark?
Yeah. So I think he also wants to limit Adam's trade potential.
Adam will get one trade. Does he still have the floatstone on his?
No.
No, he doesn't.
He got full blowed earlier.
Okay, so I think you probably just go with Lele and pray.
Yeah.
Not Lele, Banette and pray.
Although not Adam's like, he likes his risky plays. He's eyeing up the Latios, so he's going to get a trade here. He might Ultra Ball for the Lele.
Ultra Ball for Lele. I think you Ultra Ball for Lele Lagoon Flight onto the Buzzwole.
Okay.
And just move a damage onto the already damaged, or the I don't move onto the Buzzwole. I don't.
No, I think he wants to break through here.
Okay, yeah.
With Latios.
Yeah.
And then sort of set up the Buzzwole for a Zoroark. So he's got 2 threats on the board. I'm not sure. It's hard to say what the most effective line of play here is because you have so many options. You also bench the Zoroark instead of going for a Lele. You might have one prized as well. So we'll see what happens here.
And then he misclicks and 2 hunts.
So I think he wants to set up two threats.
Yeah, I think putting 40 damage onto the Buzzwole just reinforces that he can get a KO on it. So Scott probably doesn't want to attack with that.
Yeah.
He'd have to attack with the Zoroark if he has it in hand.
The only problem here is that Adam's lost the Psychic on the Banette.
So it'd have to be...
And everything else is special energy, so Scott can eat Enhanced Hammer plus N and potentially lock Adam out of the game.
I also think that Scott has an energy in hand and his multi-switch.
Oh.
I just have a suspicion.
Okay.
I have a sneaky suspicion that that's what we're going to see.
So, if he has that plus an N, that can be devastating for Adam.
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Because he just attached to the Zoroark.
So he might be going for a Guzma here?
It'd be Guzma up with the Zoroark or the Banette. I think the Zoroark's more of a threat, and then it's probably... No, Banette. They can both take their Adam's last prize.
Yeah.
So, I think you go for the one with energy on it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Although, yeah. Scott disagrees.
Yeah.
It's a hard call, I think, either way.
It's a very hard call. I think Adam needs to pray for another puzzle of time.
If he KOs the Zoroark as well, that means he has less trade potential. But assuming Adam has the last Lele in his deck, this should be game for Adam.
Yeah. He does.
There's a Lele.
Does he have
got Guzma?
Guzma left?
No!
No!
Oh dear. So, unless we counted wrong, Adam's last prize is a Guzma.
So he does have a puzzle in his deck.
So
yeah. Does he grab a Sorola?
I think he...
Has
he got puzzle in there? Yeah, he does. You might want to...
Does he trade? Did grab a Sorola, trade, put down Zoroark, trade? Hope for the puzzle for next turn. Possibly.
I think Adam wants to go for it this turn, otherwise Scott can just take the game with the multi-switch.
He needs to Sorola that damage off the Zoroark.
No, I think he might need to go for the Guzma.
Yeah, multi-switch is a thing.
Doesn't hit it. Enhanced Time is a good start.
You take off... What do you take off here? I would say double colorless, because that stops Zoroark retreating as well.
If he can hit
No,
Oh,
he's just going to Ace Arola
this
that.
is hard. The other problem we have here is, oh, he benches the Zero straight away. If he can hit Puzzle now for the other enhanced hammer, he can also stop the multi-switch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for Delinquent
He's already used Ace Arola, so he's grabbing Delinquent out of his
deck to trade for it.
deck. Probably going to trade it away. Probably recognizing it's not really going to help him in this situation. He gets Field Blower.
Yeah. I think he has to.
He just has to hit.
Yeah. He has to go for. He goes for Lagoon Flight.
Would you potentially break through onto the benched Zora? Because if Scott doesn't have another Zoroark.
I think Scott wouldn't have played the Zora down unless he had Zoroark access. But
that's true. But he did need it to knock out the Banette.
That's true. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's very hard to say because we're not looking at Scott's hand.
Yeah.
So we don't know. So Adam has an awkward hand, I would say.
Yeah.
He definitely needs another puzzle.
Yeah, he only has 8 cards in his deck, so...
Hopefully you'd think that he might draw it.
I think Adam's gone for this... It's hard to say.
Lele.
As Lele. Can he get game from this?
Is it Guzma?
If he has Guzma, multi-switch,
Guzma
DCE.
multi-switch, DCE, or just another energy?
Oh yeah, he still has a GX attack, yeah. You're right.
So maybe if Adam didn't bench the Lele, he might have been okay.
Maybe. I think he maybe had to.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say.
Thinning your deck's never a bad idea.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something like Delinquent, which isn't really going to help in this situation.
Yeah, you really needed a vital piece there.
Yeah.
To hit the puzzle. Because if he hit puzzle there, he still could have gone for the enhanced hammer.
Yeah.
To sort of prevent this play. I'm also not sure if Adam knows about about multi-switch.
Scott discarded it last turn.
Oh, did he?
So Adam probably saw it in the discard.
Okay.
Not last turn, last game.
Oh yeah. Although all Scott's cards are gold, so.
Yeah, Adam was like, "Oh, that's mysterious treasure for some reason."
Oh, Scott doesn't need to use Guzma. He can always just Lycanroc.
Yeah.
So there's another thing, but he needs a way to retreat still. So
if Adam could look in Scott's discard pile, so we could have a look at what's in there, please.
There's so many variables to the matchup which we don't know because of like what's in the discard pile. Like we didn't know Adam had no Guzma left. We didn't know.
Yeah.
What Scott's discarded. So I mean, this is we talked about earlier how far ahead Adam was, but just because of this matchup.
Yeah, both players are playing optimal plays.
Yeah.
Every turn, it's just a matter of who gets luckier off the draw, who got lucky off the prizes, and the decks. Whose deck has a better chance of beating the other deck. Which, if you go off that, then Scott should win.
Yeah.
But they're both really good players, and it does come down to luck most of the time as well.
Yeah.
So he has Mallow. Does he have Lycanroc and a way to retreat the Zoroark? That's the question.
I think he'd need
2 puzzles. Does he have both puzzles in his deck? Or is one prized?
So he'd need Floatstone, multi-switch, DCE.
Floatstone, multi-switch, DCE. And Lycanroc.
Yeah, and Lycanroc, that's it. So he needs 4 pieces. If he has 2 in his hand, he's 1. I'm not sure if he does, because that took a while. We'll see.
Unless this is just a way to annoy Adam some more.
Has he used trade yet this turn? It's been so long.
No, he hasn't used
okay.
No.
discards the Mew. Not going to be useful.
No.
There's double puzzle.
Is it double?
I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know why you'd play one here.
Yeah.
So-
Why can't it tell you if it's double or not double? Like I noticed that sometimes it flashes up twice, but that doesn't really
Yeah.
help.
Oh, there's Lycanroc DCE.
Okay, Lycanroc DCE multi-switch floatstone. Does he have it?
This will be very interesting. There's parallel.
There's a fifth piece.
This could be this could be the ultimate BM.
Oh. I don't think he has it, otherwise he would have done it by now.
Yeah.
Unless his internet's going really slow.
He doesn't have it.
No, he doesn't have it because he attaches to. He's just going to knock out the Latios.
I don't think he is. I think he wants to KO the Zoroark to prevent trade.
Okay.
The other reason to do that is, I think it's quite smart from Scott, is you don't want to have the Latios' energy in the discard.
Okay.
Because, sorry, the Latios in discard, because it remove Choice Band and make Lele with a Choice Band and out.
That is true.
So, as a field blower.
So field blower. You just get rid of a DC here.
And...
We have a rescue stretcher.
Oh, there were 3 Guzma in the discard. Okay.
Okay.
So, the last prize could still be a puzzle.
I think I saw it in his deck.
Yeah, I think I did too.
I mean, I'd hope so. Is he going for Lele? Yeah. Lele, thinner card. It's a shame he doesn't have 2 trades.
There's 2 Zoroarks, Evo Soda, and Puzzle. So in the last 5 cards of his deck. Also, smart play from Scott. If he didn't kill the Zoroark, he could have rescue stretched for an extra trade there.
You just mallow,
So he's
pop
putting it.
the puzzle there,
Yeah.
retreat into Lele or Zoroark and hit away.
I think he wants to retreat into the Lele. Because Zoroark can be KO'd.
Yeah. Second Lele.
Oh, does he discard the DC or the Rainbow?
I'd
Discards-
say DCE,
Yeah, he's...
because you could get the other DCE. You can get a DCE back
So,
with
the
that's
puzzle.
fine.
So does Scott have game? This is just a been a back and forth of do they have game?
It's 3 minutes until the end of 50 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So what do we do in the event of a tie?
well, it doesn't matter. Scott wins.
Oh,
got the
Adam, why did
Guzma.
you quit?
Oh, wow, that was a
That's
intense game.
Just let him do it. It's not a real tournament. It's online.
I think
Let him attack.
Adam's a bit salty there.
Hello guys, it's Will from Team Sneak Attack here. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when we upload our next video. Remember to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!